The 2024 Paris Olympics have started, and Team USA's women's basketball roster is highly regarded. Aja Wilson, Breanna Stewart, and Alyssa Thomas are among the team's top players. However, former Iowa women's basketball standout and Indiana Fever player Caitlin Clark was left off the roster, leaving many fans frustrated, and these fans have hit back as it did not prevent one fan from making a daring comment about Clark prior to Team USA's match against Japan on Monday. A Japanese fan emerged with a sign that said, "You need Caitlin Clark to beat us." As shown in the video, Aja Wilson, Alyssa Thomas, and Brittany Griner appeared to notice and be amused by the message. The Team Japan supporter might have given the USA an additional boost ahead of their showdown as they beat Japan 102-76. Team USA features a lot of two-way contributors. Wilson and Breanna Stewart stand out among the team's skilled members. Stewart earned the 2023 WNBA MVP award and has the New York Liberty leading the league rankings for the first half of the 2024 season. Similarly, Wilson was the 2023 MVP runner-up and has won 2 consecutive titles with the Las Vegas Aces. She and Stewart are backed up by a number of elite players. However, the absence of Caitlin Clark has been the subject of much debate among supporters. Several fans and experts were outraged by Clark's exclusion from the Olympic team. She set several records at Iowa and joined the Fever as possibly the most highly anticipated WNBA prospect ever. Colin Cowherd believed that keeping Clark off the international team was a mistake and emphasized the positives she might have given to the group. WNBA now is flying chartered flights. She would triple the TV ratings. Again, life doesn't give you, sports doesn't give you, business doesn't give you a lot of these kind of waves. Grab the surfboard. She's here for you. By the way, the NBA would die to have a domestic star nearly as popular as Caitlin Clark. Oh wait, they do. Anthony Edwards. They put him on the team, Cowherd said. Furthermore, Cowherd called Clark's absence a wasted opportunity, claiming she might have earned the team's players greater exposure and possibilities. Regardless of the criticism the Team USA committee is facing, they assembled a seasoned group that should play admirably. It would be fascinating to watch how the United States fared in the remaining games after defeating Japan in their first game. Unfortunately, without Clark, which appears to be a mistake after all. Are you still sad about the fact she's not playing in the Olympics? Dawn Staley, the head coach at South Carolina University, who also serves on the Olympic team selection committee, has openly said that the process was flawed. As a committee member, you're charged with putting together the best team of players, the best talent. Caitlin is just a rookie in the WNBA, wasn't playing bad, but wasn't playing like she's playing now, Staley started off. If we had to do it all over again, the way that she's playing, she would be in really high consideration of making the team because she is playing head and shoulders above a lot of people, according to the coach. Clark averages 17.1 points, 13th in the WNBA, 5.8 rebounds, #19, 8.2 assists, 1st, and 1.5 steals, 11th, per game. Meanwhile, the Clark-led Indiana Fever are 11 wins and 15 losses and would qualify for the playoffs if current standings held. The 22-year-old guard has recently triggered a surge of interest in women's basketball. Earlier this year, Clark broke the NCAA scoring mark, beating the legendary Pete Maravich. But wait, there's more on Clark. The Indiana Fever recently released a bombshell regarding Caitlin Clark, which is shaking up the WNBA. Viewership is rising with an average of 1.2 million people coming in. And who is behind this surge? None other than Clark herself. This is more than just a temporary uptick. It is the beginning of a tectonic shift in women's basketball. You may ask what the significance of Clark's effect actually is. We're not talking about a tiny splash, but a tremendous tidal wave that floods venues and shatters TV viewership records. Let's look at the stats that have everyone startled. The WNBA is seeing unparalleled popularity, with over 1.2 million viewers every game. This is not a little rise. It is a significant jump that has the entire sports world's attention. Hear me out. The Indiana Fever, who used to play in front of 4,000 fans, now pull 16,000. That's 4 times the previous figure, making them the hottest ticket in town. And it's not just in Indiana. The Fever's games are selling out around the country, resulting in what supporters are dubbing Fever Fever. This is not a one-time event. This season alone, 16 WNBA games have attracted over 1 million viewers, 14 of which featured Clark and the Fever. The Fever's final home game before the Olympic break drew 1.7 million spectators, prompting TV executives and sports commentators to alter their records. In a game where Clark showed us all why we watch her as she broke the league's assists in one-game record. The WNBA is undergoing a metamorphosis rather than just seeing history. This increase in viewership leads to increased coverage, investment, and an overall better product on the court. Larger contracts, improved facilities, and future expansion teams are now within reach. Clark's success serves as a light for young girls watching these games, pushing them to dream big and see themselves playing in the WNBA. Beyond the court, the WNBA is leveraging Clark's fame. During the NCAA women's basketball tournament, the league implemented a comprehensive marketing effort, airing 36 of the 40 games on national television. This strategic approach attempts to attract not just die-hard basketball fans, but also casual sports lovers and those who only watch major events. According to WNBA Chief Marketing Officer Phil Cook, the idea was to engage with an audience that enjoys basketball or major sporting events, and it is succeeding. People who have never seen a WNBA game before are tuning in to see what the fuss is about. Clark's power extends beyond viewership figures. It also affects goods sales. Her jersey is one of the best-selling in the league, while fellow rookie Angel Reese is witnessing an increase in sales. This buzz is raising the WNBA's visibility, resulting in a significant spike of interest. The All-Star Game, for example, attracted 3.4 million viewers, a 305% increase over prior years. This explosion is more than simply numbers. It is also about Clark's passion and excitement for the league. According to WNBA Chief Growth Officer Chloe Edison, Clark not only attracts viewers, but also creates new WNBA fans with each game she plays. Teams are now thinking big. The Chicago Sky, for example, have revealed plans for a new $38 million practice facility. The 40,000 square foot facility will have 2 full-size WNBA courts, private spaces for players, a lounge, and sophisticated training equipment. This building, which is expected to be completed in December 2025, demonstrates the league's commitment to long-term growth and quality. Clark's effect is not limited to the United States. Basketball is a global sport, and her success might lead to increasing interest in women's leagues throughout the world. This might lead to more nations investing in their women's basketball programs, as well as foreign superstars entering the WNBA. The WNBA is already exploring smart efforts to capitalize on the current enthusiasm. By targeting ordinary basketball enthusiasts, they want to convert casual viewers into passionate fans. This strategy might bring in a new age of women's basketball, with bigger compensation, better facilities, and more competitive games. Expansion teams may potentially be on the horizon. Of course, this all depends on Clark living up to the expectations. However, based on her previous performance, she appears to be more than capable. She is not simply playing the game, she is altering it. This transformation might span centuries, leaving a legacy that reshapes the future of women's basketball. In the end, Caitlin Clark is transforming the WNBA. Her influence goes beyond the court, influencing viewership, retail sales, and general enthusiasm for the league. Clark is more than simply a player. She is the driving force behind a new age of women's basketball, as seen by record-breaking attendance and viewership. The WNBA is utilizing this chance to expand and adapt, paving the way for an exciting and lucrative future, with Clark being at the forefront. Exciting times are coming for Clark and WNBA fans, that's certain. And with Clark having a rest right now, she's certain to come back to the league full of energy, ready to break some more records, which she'll undoubtedly do with ease. What are you expecting for Caitlin Clark in the second half of the season? And can't you wait to see her on the court again? I sure can't. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.